Hello everyone. As I told you in a recording session that I'm going to show you some videos regarding the portions which are present in meristematic tissues. So where actually the meristematic tissues are present in which form and in which location. Okay, so in first slide you can able to see that the title is there, meristematic tissues, and below I was shown one image. Okay, is totally about the meristematic consisting of apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. In this picture you can see that this is the portion. Wait, I can show you here. Here this is the apical. So this upper part is nothing but a tip. I told you the tip is nothing but this one also, that is a apical meristem. And here is also they have shown about the root, this portion. Okay, each and every root having a one edges or having a one what can we say, sharp end. So that is nothing but a, that is all nothing but a root apical meristem. Okay, so next here is the intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem we will see here in details, no worry about it. And nodes also, so where actually they occurs. Okay, so we will move in next slide. So second slide is about the meristematic tissues, where does they occur. The first one is this one, apical meristem, which present at the tip, and second one as a intercalary meristem, and third one is a lateral meristem. Okay, so in the next slide there is a image about the apical meristem. So as I told you, it's mostly present at the peak or the at the tip of the shoot. And the here you can see the red portions which are present here. Okay, to the roots. So those are nothing but uh, the apical meristems, mostly present here. Okay, so now next, the here the one box is given about apical meristem. It causes primary growth. As I told you, in meristematic results in the primary and secondary growth. In recording you maybe understand, the apical meristem is nothing but a primary growth, increase in the length. And length means, guys, I can show you here. Wait, so here I can show you in length is nothing but this one, and this is nothing but a primary growth. Okay, so lateral meristem means what we will see there. But what about the lateral meristems? Always leads to form a secondary growth. Secondary growth means this is, guys, this is increasing in it. So now from this leaf to this leaf, it is a width wise, it is increasing the, this is the secondary growth, this is the primary growth. Okay, so these are actually the primary and secondary growth. Now you can see it increases in the length, it increases in the width. That's why the lateral meristematic tissues takes place in the increasing in the width, and apical meristem increase in the lengthwise. Okay, so we will move to the next slide, that is the intercalary system. What is mean by the intercalary system? So we will see here. So in intercalary system, it presents at the base of leaves and the internode of the twigs. Now the base means we normally see that this portion, guys, sorry, I can show here. This portion you are seeing here, mostly the leaves comes. Okay, some of the nodes also present, so small birds like structure. Okay, that is nothing but I will again show you here. Here, okay, here mostly the leaves come and the birds also present, so that part is consisting of intercalary meristem. Okay, and the internodes are nothing but here as they have shown here name internode, the total this portion. Okay, again it is divided in another portion, it is again divided in another portion, so that's why that portion is known as a that portion is known as a internode. You can see here this portion in recording I will give an example of a sugar cane, so you may easily understand. So this is actually here the growth can be takes place if the plant is this much. If the plant is this much, from there the again the new one will be from, that's why it is known as a growth. Here also growth can be takes place. So this is a intercalary meristem, these are the intercalary meristem. Next slide, you can see here the lateral meristem means what? Lateral is side by side, so it is mostly occurs in root and stem and vascular bundles and the secondary growth. How it takes place in secondary growth, let's we see. So here you can see the upper portion is apical one. Okay, so lateral how it forms, when it you can see here one portion is there. I will show by blue here, this one, this part is there. No, one portion is there, this one, you if you are able to see this greenish small part, that is nothing but a lateral meristem. You can see here is also present, here can also come, okay, on the nodes, so that is nothing but a lateral meristem. Again here they have shown in internal structure. Okay, so internally they appears like this, so you can see their names, primary xylem, vascular cambium, and the primary and all these things you can easily understand. So now what is mean by the vascular cambium? So cambium is nothing but the where actually the growth takes place, guys. Okay, so cambium is present wherever the layers can be appear. You can see, guys, here are some layers of the tissues are present, so those are nothing but the cambiums. Tissue layers are called as a cambium. So vascular cambium is nothing but a tissue layer present in the xylem and phloem. Okay, so next, what is mean by the cork cambium? Cork cambium is nothing but a last portion of the plant. Last portion means this is, guys, for example like a bark is a dried up portion, that portion is nothing but also called as a cork. Okay, the bark tissue is called as a cork, and the cambium is a tissue layers. So the tissue layers present at the bark portion, that is nothing but a cork cambium, or it may be present on the stems as I was shown you here. These are nothing but the stems, and the plant give rise to grow to cork on its outer surface. The outer surface is nothing but this much only, as our colored here and here. Okay, so this much I wanted to explain here. So in next slide, the about the permanent tissue, how it looks. The permanent tissue structure I was shown here, actually it looks like this under the microscope. Okay, next is the type of permanent tissues. So in type of permanent tissues, you can see the first portion is the permanent tissue. Again the permanent tissue is divided into the first one as a simple, and second one as a complex permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue, and next is the that is again simple and permanent complex are divided. So complex simple one is divided into the parenchyma and the collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. So we will see in the recording, no worry about it. So these are the there. Actually I wanted to show you the permanent tissues are subdivided in this part, but this is only the this is only the pie chart I wanted to show you. So this chart, it was so important, it you should not get a confused, that's why I'm showing here. So simple permanent tissues divided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Again the complex permanent tissue is divided into the normal vascular bundle. We know that that is xylem and phloem. Actually we know it's a function. Now we have to know about them. Okay, this is our main aim in this chapter, to understand about the permanent tissue and meristem tissue, what are apart from the vascular bundle, the tissues which are present in the plants. Okay, we will see in details, but first of all you should keep in mind what is the meristematic tissue, what are they, where they situated, and permanent tissues where they locate, we will see. But here the chart I have shown you, just keep in perfectly mind, then you can understand what are their subtypes, what is the major type. Okay, thank you.